Hi, I'm going to show you how to create your DNA fingerprint online. So I'm going to start off with my random DNA generator, and I can change the size of my DNA strand in base pairs. So instead of 1,000, I'm just going to make this 500 base pairs, and then you can change the percent of CG versus AT. But I'm going to keep that equal to CG with the AT and generate my sequence. Let me go and select it and copy it. Then I'm going to go to my restriction analyzer site. Going to paste my sequence there. I'm going to make sure that this is selected. We're just using the commonly used enzymes, the restriction enzymes to cut it. Then I'm going to hit apply analyze. And I can see immediately on the right, there are a few restriction enzymes that can cut this sequence. I'm going to scroll down here and you'll see first the name of those restriction enzymes that are able to cut the sequence, as well as the ones that were unable to cut it. And then here you'll see that this is a DNA ladder, so it shows the relative size of the different pieces. So when I cut my enzyme, I can know by approximating the size of those pieces. So here's where I can select the restriction enzyme. So for example, this APOL, let me see if I can just select that by clicking on it. And you can see it creates two pieces. So it looks like it cuts it once, it creates two fragments, tells you the size of those fragments. You can also tell relative to the markers how big those pieces are, right? So that does look around 400 and less than 100 over there. And then I could click another enzyme. So let's say I do the Hendy 3. So just scroll down here. Let me click on that. And you can see there are two bands there and one band there. So we have three fragments. Let me do the EcoRV, EcoR5. Let's click on that. And you see there are a bunch of cuts here, okay? A bunch of fragments there. If I want to use more than 3 enzymes, and of course I'm looking from that list. So let's look at the FSP one. Let's see, where is that? Now, before I click on it, I'm going to use the command button to hold down. And you see that added that enzyme to the list. Looks like it's slightly modified it. Let's see if I take that off, if it does anything. Yeah, you can see that some of the band shifted. Let me add that enzyme again. All right, and so this is our DNA fragment. So we can take a screenshot of it, but I also believe you can just save the image to your computer, and that can be one of your. This can be one of your restriction enzyme maps, DNA fingerprints. All right, thank you.